if you're not brand new to houseplant gardening, then I wouldn't watch, this video because it's a very, very basic one. So I want to do a few videos that cover the very, very basics of houseplant gardening, and this one is all about dead leaves or dying leaves on houseplants and what to do about them, because I've gotten questions. Do we leave them on until they die? Do we leave them on the plant? Do we take them off as they die? So I'm going to answer all those questions in this, and I'm going to show you how to take leaves off of 3 different types of houseplants. It's all basically the same concept, but I thought this might be helpful because I know when I'm learning something new, I like to learn from the very, very basic, step 1. So for me, I have a website. I'm not technical at all in that aspect, so it takes me a while to get things. So I have to watch some very basic videos or have people show me. And it takes me a few times to get the hang of it. So I think it applies to this too. So let's get on to houseplant number 1, which is a red aglaonema. So I've left this plant this way for a few weeks, and I'm like, I'm just dying to take the leaves off, but I wanted to do the video for you. So here it is. But I'm going to just talk about how you take them off first. If you have a pair of sharp scissors, it's fine. I love these. These are Fisker's, floral nips. They're great for this. They're also great for herbs and flowers too. They're very sharp, have a really fine point. Or sometimes you can just pull off the leaf too. It depends. Oftentimes it won't come off and you don't want to damage the plant, so it's better to cut it off. So let me zoom on in here so you can see the leaves better, and then we'll start and see if any of these are going to pull off or if I have to cut them off. Yellow lower leaves on houseplants are just a common occurrence. It's how they grow. This one's putting out a lot of new growth. I've been pruning it a lot. So I'll start with the lowest leaf. And you can actually just pull these off. But as you get up on the stem, it gets a little bit harder because the lower ones die first. So I'll just take and I'll snip them off. Right at the stem there, go all the way back to the stem. You don't want to cut it like here and leave the stem. You want to take off the stem. Oops, this one just came off too, that's fine. You want to take off the stem also. I didn't have the screen flipped around on the camera so I couldn't see what I was doing. Okay, I'm just going to go in with these because when they're not all the way dead, they're still a little bit have a little bit of juice in them, so they're a little bit harder to just pull off. And it actually goes fast. It's just harder to do when you're working on the other side of the plant. Let's see. Do we have any more on? Yes, here's one here. This plant, I pruned this plant back a lot at the end of the summer, but it's growing again. I'm going to have to prune it. I don't want to prune it too much now because it flowers in the summer. So I don't want to lose, the flowers on it. Okay, I'm just going to get a couple more of these off, and then I'm going to clean up the island and show you how the plant looks. Here we go, all cleaned up now. It looks a whole lot better. This one was putting out a little growth spurt, I see. I just pruned it just a little while ago, and it's already putting out more new growth. My pink ag stays nice and full. This one gets on the leggy, stemmy side. Some aglaonemas do. They want to form a cane or a big long stem. So that's this one here. Looking good. All right, so now we're on to, which one am I doing next? Oh, I'm doing it on anthurium. So here's the anthurium. I got this at the beginning of July. It's now end of January. The end of the flowers is on the way. I did a short on how to take off anthurium flowers, but I'm gonna do one on the leaves now. And I will show you how to take the flowers off too, because there's a couple that need to. Now, this one has longer stems and they don't pull off. If they are completely dead, you might be able to get them off the bottom. Here's one I could just take off, but that's how they come off when they're dead. I just imagine the plant feels so much better to have these leaves off. It's like, thank goodness. I look better too. So I'm gonna take this one off. Oops. I wonder if I should zoom on in on these. I think I will, because it is a little different form than the aglaonema. Up close, here we go. So this leaf is way on in here. So I'm gonna go all the way down to where it touches the base of the plant. Let's turn it around here so you might be able to see it better. It's gonna be hard because the plant's kind of full. But here's the stem here, just following it all the way down to the base and taking, oops, there's another one that just fell off, and just taking it off right there. And now here is a dead flower stalk here too. So might as well do this. It's the same thing, you go all the way down in. Let's see if I'm getting it. There we go. And that's off. And let's see. And then there's just a stalk over here. So we'll take off this too. Oops, another dead stalk here too. That one just came off, and this one might just come off. Nope. As I said, you'll just have to give it a gentle pull and see if they come off, or if not, you can cut them off. And there we go. I'm gonna put this one over by the sink because it needs some water. So the last plant I'm going to demonstrate on is my Dracaena lisa. Now I thought, because it is flowering, I would show you the flower on the Dracaena lisa in case you haven't ever seen one. Beautiful. It started to come out about 3 weeks ago maybe. And when it gets darker, it actually smells really, really sweet. Early this morning, it smelled sort of like a string of pearls, a mild string of pearls flower, but it is obviously happy. It is flowering. These things grow like crazy. They're full to the base and very tight, and then they start to grow and they get these stalks. So you will lose a lot of the lower leaves on this. It's just the growth habit. So we're gonna go on to this. I'm gonna move in. Hopefully you're gonna be able to see it because it's a little darker in here, but it's the same as like a corn plant or the Dracaena marginata. They lose their lower leaves and you have to take them off. Hopefully this is going to focus on in. With this angle, it's hard to watch the camera and the viewfinder and do this, but it's this leaf here. Well, let's see. Yes, you can see how it is a yellow color, and it is the bottom leaf on this stalk. So I think I'll be able to just gently pull this up. Nope, it's not going to go. So I'm going to go and get the floral snips. Okay, I'm back with the snips. If they're further along in the dying process, you can take them off, but you don't want to tear it off. I usually leave them until they're a little bit further gone, but I just want to show you. You get really close to the stem here. Am I? Yeah, I am. So you get really close to the stem and you just snip. And that's where a nice, sharp, precise pair come in handy. So these are fabulous. They're lightweight. They take up hardly any room. I will leave a link to these in the tagged products below, also in the pinned comment and in the description box, because you know what? I only share things I love and I use. So these are a winner in my book. So I hope you found this very basic video to be helpful. Pruning houseplants, taking dead leaves off, taking yellow leaves off is just part of the whole overall growth process. And as I said, it just makes the plant, look better, and in some instances it's better for the health of the plant also. So you know what? I have a lot more videos coming your way about gardening, both indoors and outdoors. I thank you for watching, as always, for your likes and your subscribes. I really appreciate them. Now let's get out in the garden, or into our indoor gardens in this case, and make our worlds a more beautiful place. I will catch you in the next video. Bye.